Hello guys, this is Rohit from Salesforce Jungle. Welcome to part 7th of question answer series of advanced admin questions. So in this we are going to cover the field question answers. In earlier videos we have covered sandbox, deployment, object profile, users permission set and tabs. Watch out all that videos, very important. And for basics we have uploaded 2 videos in which we have covered 50 questions of basic interview questions of Salesforce. So these questions are very important in the initial level. First 5 to 10 or 15 questions may be asked. If you are admin, this is more than enough. So almost 7 to 800 questions we have to cover totally, including PD1. So all that questions that we need to cover, I'll upload the videos one by one. And we have coming up with some very important announcement that we are going to update you with latest job opportunities in Salesforce, and we are going to share new videos on the job opportunities also. So do subscribe our channel, watch the full video, and this field video is very important. And today, because it contains 50 questions, but 13 question of field and 15 question of custom, then relation fields 25 questions, so total it is 50-55 questions that we need to cover. In this video we are going to cover 13 questions. In the upcoming videos I will divide the questions. So keep watching, do watch the full video, and do subscribe the channel and share the channel for the job seekers, because if you are helping others you are helping yourself too, and somebody will help you one day. So do share the video with the job seekers so that they cannot get any trouble while getting the opportunity or while doing any preparation. Okay, thank you for watching my all videos and giving your love. So let's start with the today's video. So what are fields? So we are creating fields in object, right? So everybody knows about field. How many type of field are there in the Salesforce? So there are like many type of fields, but the data types under which fields are coming, there are 4 data types. First is id, sorry, 5 data types: id, string, boolean, double, and varies by the type. Like id string, id is coming like we are creating master, detail, relationship, lookup, relationship, so this comes in the id. String is can be a pick list, can be any text field, date, whatever is coming in string. And boolean, as you know, true and false. Double is like number field. If we are double, like if you are using Salesforce and you have created a field, you know the double. And some another field varies by the type. Like if you are creating, varies by type means if you're creating formula field, so this is nothing but the formula field, right? So let's go to the second question. What is the system field? System field is something that is given by the Salesforce. Okay, so like it can't be modified, it is only readable fields, it can't be modified. So system fields are dead fields. So when you are freshly operating the Salesforce and there are some fields that you can't edit, that is the system fields that you can't edit, that you can't do anything, you can't change anything. So what type of operations we can perform in the system field? So it is read only field, so we can't perform any as such operation. Google it for the more information about the system field. What is use of id field? id field, as you already know, like we are using id field for a particular record id and everything. So that is basically a main use. For more points, Google it. What is the difference between 15 character id and 18 character id? So 15 character id is a case sensitive id, and 18 character id is in case insensitive. Where we are using 18 uh, 18 digit case sensitive, in case sensitive id we're using in apis, and 15 we are using in Salesforce for the basic operations. Okay, so for the more description, Google it. This question, fifth question, is very much important, and this basically asked to the developers as well. So what does the first 3 characters of the id indicates? It indicates the object type. So there are it's like some records 00q, so it represents the object type, what type of object we are using. Okay, so next question, you need to Google it. What does the last 4 characters in the id? If I tell every answer, you will not Google, I know. What are the system audit fields? So this question I covered in the that 50 questions that I covered videos, which has 50 questions. So in that I had told you system audit fields. So what are those and why we are using that? So the whole functionality I've explained in that video. Watch that video. What is the difference between system modified stamp and the last modified date? So system modified stamp and last modified date is when user have used it. Last modified, when user have used it and clicked it, like what is the last modified day where the user to track the user when he has used it. System modified stamp is when user have used, and if any automatic process, like there is process builder and record is created automatically, user haven't used, record is created. So that is system modified stamp. Okay, I think you got the point. What is the standard field? Standard, we already know there are some fields which are standard, we just need to drag and drop. So that are standard fields. What are the difference between created and honor? Created by and honor. Created by is who has created that record. Honor is the username. Honor is the username. Like which user has that particular, using that particular record, which has access of that record. Okay. So there is lot of difference between both of these. So try to Google it and use it in the org. So if you create any record and you have multiple users, you have one user has created, you have to give access to the other user. Other user don't have access of your records. In that case, you have to change the owner ID. Okay. What is the difference between data types and what are the accepted by name field? Data accepted by the name field. What are the different data types? So data type already told you, and IDs and all these all are data types. Okay. So can we change the data type from text to auto number for the name we already have? Yes, we can change. So if somebody is using name or want to change into auto number or auto number to name, you can change it. It is possible. Okay. Thank you for watching my videos. Do subscribe the channel and share my videos with the job seekers. So thanks a lot for watching videos.